I want people to know there's nothing wrong with marrying yourself. I want them to accept me for who I am with all my flaws. I've met people who think that it is the most ridiculous thing that they've ever heard. If you love yourself, commit to yourself.
So you had no problem with it?
Absolutely not.
You know, Brad Wilcox was just sharing some statistics and trends from the sociological literature about marriage rates and impact, and you wanted to comment on some of his conclusions.
Well, I just think it's important to say there are other sociologists. Her name is Bella DiPaolo, who does a lot of work about happiness and marital status and being single. So there are people who have written whole books, and there's many ways to look at that data. And the fact is many people are not happy in their marriages. So I think I'm not against marriage. Like, I am open to that for sure. But we're all here saying, like, we want to celebrate our lives no matter what. So I just find it weird when people get upset about it. Like, you're upset about my happiness? Like, it's strange.
Well,
I just find it really bizarre.
Well, is there anything that Professor Wilcox said that you take issue with specifically?
Well, I don't have all the data in front of me, but I would go through the data and dispute some of that. So I think that when people come forward with—
What in particular did you find?
Well, that married people are always happier than single people. I don't think that's always true. Like, single people are often more involved with their communities. They volunteer more, they have more friends. So there's many different ways to look at life and how people's lives are. And we have a kind of like a mask of like, oh yeah, they're happily married. We see their pictures on Facebook, but what's going on behind closed doors is not always what it looks like. And we're not saying our lives are perfect. Like, I still have struggles. As I've been married to myself 10 years, lots of ups and downs, lots of other relationships with men, like you go on living your life, but I took this stand for myself, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful memory that I made. And I'm happy that other women are doing that. Like, I think women who marry themselves are the best women. And like, we all have to stay in touch.
Yeah.
So you think women that marry themselves are superior to women who marry others?
No, I mean, I like women.
Well, no,
I think women are great. I'm not
Well, no, you just
queer,
said you
but
think—
I like women.
Well, you just said, I think women that marry themselves are the best women.
I think they're innovative people who really dig deep, and they do brave things. And I think it's really cool. And they're spreading a message of self-love. And those are the people that I like to be around, you know? Of course, most of the people in my life did not marry themselves, and I love them, and that's okay, of course. But I find it very admirable.
Okay. Is anyone in my audience interested in marrying themselves? Does this sound like a great idea to you? You would? You would? I don't see any men's hands up.
We have one right over there.
You would marry yourself? Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. Why would you marry yourself?
Because honestly, I think it's very admirable to want to celebrate yourself. And honestly, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like it's good to look back on the accomplishments of your life and the fact that you've made it here. And yeah, so thank you.
Would you then not strive to marry someone else? Well, I mean, would that do you if you married yourself?
I don't think it would. I mean, I would still marry someone else.
Okay. Would that be cheating on you?
Yeah, but I'd forgive myself.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.